All right, guys, wanted to give you guys a little insight on why we haven't been uploading lately. Jules actually got a new job, and so he won't be able to record for any Intellect anymore. So we've been trying to figure out how we're going to do any Intellect, and I'm probably just going to be doing it by myself until the foreseeable future. But, it's April Fool's, so not a big deal. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, I wanted to talk to you guys about a tag that I've been talking about for a while, and we've been wanting to do with the channel. It's not really any like brand, because like our brand, we want to talk about alternative ways of learning, alternative ways of doing business, and stuff like that. And this tag is actually more of a cultural tag. And so it's a little bit off-brand, but a little bit on-brand, just because we like learning about culture. That's a part of any Intellect, is thinking outside of the box, which means sometimes learning about things that you're not familiar with. So this tag is something where we want to build into the small YouTuber community, because we see the small YouTuber community as kind of like an emerging marketplace. You have these third world countries that are building up and creating these new markets. Well, YouTube obviously is not that dramatic. You're not talking about a whole demographic or a part of a region of Africa or anything like that. But you do have something to the effect of a lot of the people in the third wave of YouTube, of this third generation of YouTubers, are YouTubers from different countries. I can think of Life is Nikki, this other guy, what's his name? Abnormal. His name's Abel. I forget what his name is. Abel. He had a channel called Abnormal, but he also has this other one. I'll leave a link to his channel. It's really cool, but it's not in English, but he's doing really well, so you should check him out. And then you have people like the Yes Theory, which is a Canadian-based channel, but it's got guys from, the Middle East, France, and Canada and America. It's very cultural. So there's a lot of that happening in the third wave. And then there's also, of course, your American YouTubers and your English YouTubers and your Australian YouTubers that are part of the already, first world countries. But the third wave of YouTube is very diverse. And so seeing these channels and having an opportunity to interact with them and do these tags, I think is really big part of bringing light to what YouTube is. Because a lot of people don't really understand what YouTube is. They see it as a kittens videos and vlogs and stuff. They don't really see it as I think of it as a world unifying platform more than, Twitter and Facebook even, because in Twitter and Facebook you seem to fall into certain circles, and it can happen on YouTube as well. But when you're searching around YouTube, sometimes you will find yourself learning about something that you had no idea about, not because necessarily you fell into a different circle, but because somebody fell into this thing, and he's like, I learned about this, I want to show you as well. So anyway, that's why we do these tags. And so this next tag is going to be about holidays. So it's all going to be about what different cultures do for the holiday season. Now, depending on where you are, the holiday season doesn't necessarily mean it falls within the October to January time period. As a matter of fact, the first video that we're possibly going to have is going to be based off the lunar calendar. And so that holiday will actually be happening during the summer or the winter, and we'll be talking about it. That video will actually come out in the fall. So it's going to be cool. You're going to be learning a lot about that kind of stuff. But if you want to be involved in this tag, because anybody's allowed to be involved in this tag, I've got a sign up sheet below. If you sign up, you'll be able to sign up for the time period that you want to do your video. So if you want to do a Halloween type video instead of Christmas, or if you want to do Christmas and Halloween, those options will be below. If you aren't a part of Christmas or Halloween, like maybe you're a part of, other holidays, I'm going to be honest, I don't know a lot of the other holidays. Hanukkah, and I'm like, I don't really know what that is. So there's other holidays out there, and I would love to hear about them. And from India to Africa, there's tons of holidays that happen around that time. And actually, this holiday tag is going to go from October to January, so it covers everything that's happening between there and the Chinese New Year. So that's when it's going to end. And that means I need people from China or of Chinese origins or people that celebrate the Chinese New Year to do videos on that. So if you are a part of anything and you want to talk about your thing, we're going to be promoting this, and it does get a lot of promotion. I think this tag is actually going to do a lot better than our first one because the community is so much stronger than it was when we first started. So I really hope you will join us for this tag. I don't know what it's going to be called just yet. I'd love your input, so leave me a comment of a tag that you think would trend well on Twitter, suggestions of channels that I should try to recruit into this tag, because I'm going to have to talk to people. I'm going to have to find people to be a part of this world tag. So yeah, that's what today's video is about, guys. I didn't want to promote a lot of channels because I'm actually just going to promote the 100 Days Challenge playlist. Go check that out. But there are a lot of different world channels. The first 30 days is American and British, but after the first 30 days, you get into a lot of different parts of Europe and Africa and Asia and Australia. So if you want to check that out, there's tons of stuff in there. It's just very, very cool, and I hope you join us for the second one. Again, leave us a comment, leave a like for this video. Hopefully it'll help it get a little bit more promotion. You can always share it on Facebook and Twitter too if you have groups that you think would be interested in doing this tag. And again, in the description, that's where the sign-up paper is. It's like a Google document. Before I go, channel announcements. Joel isn't actually quitting. He has been busy because he's an entrepreneur and that's what he does. And actually right now he's really busy, which means that he's paying his mortgage, which is great. That's what people want to do. So he's really busy right now. So we're taking this opportunity to just kind of discuss our channel, see where we want to go from here. We are going to be doing some more videos during the summer, but we're just taking a break and looking over the data that we've gathered for the last couple months on how our videos have been performing and what tags are working, what descriptions and titles and all those different things. And we'll be kind of sharing some of that information as we go of what's helping our channel. Hopefully you can grow your channel based off of the information we find out from our channel. And so anyway, that's what you can look for from this channel. Please subscribe if you want to see what we're doing. Okay, I cut out a big tangent there because I went on this thing, but I'm gonna stop here because I'm going off the notes, if you know what I'm saying, which I didn't have any notes. That's why my video was very rambly. All right, guys, thanks again for watching, and goodbye forever.